I guess I'll give you guys a little tour of Bob. I know I keep talking about this thing and I have yet to even show a video about it. You always catch it in the background of my other videos. Bob's actually been around a while. This is one of my earlier builds. And I built this in about 2 weeks out of a 40... This camera's dirty. Sorry, I must have got bug spray on you guys. So I built Bob in a pretty big hurry, actually. I built him in about 2 weeks. It's made out of a 40-year-old cargo trailer that was falling apart. I bought it for $200 off an old guy in town. He was actually just going to go dump it off at an auction somewhere. I gave him $200 for it. So, all the parts that you see that are red right now, those are the original trailer. Those parts are still pretty rough, but it actually had good bones. You know, it had thick steel angle iron trailer frame. The axle was good. I put new bearings in it. Put brand new tires on it, so I got about $230 in that. So we're about, you know, a little over 400 bucks so far, just getting everything dialed in. It was originally white. The roof was flat and rotten, and the back door was basically just a piece of tin that was dangling back here. He used it for goose decoys, so he obviously didn't care about it that much. Cut the roof off, cut the back half off, framed in the sides, framed in the back and the roof with 2x3s. Insulated it like crazy. It's got a ton of insulation in it. The roof actually has a reflective foam board in it, backed with R13. The sides have R13 in them, and those are all pressed against the aluminum sides of the trailer. So this is all aluminum. We have steel angle iron here, and then on the inside of that is actually 2x3 joints. So this is all framed in. This thing is stout. It's actually not that heavy, but it is very well built. It's very strong. And we take it on these crazy Jeep roads like you've seen us come up here in, and it is very, very well built. Very well insulated too. We stay warm in it. We stayed up here in September, you know, 20-degree overnight temperatures. It's fine without a heater. 2 people in there, plenty of body heat, just stays inside. So all this is all cedar that was left over from a job site that some guy gave me. So that was all free. This door is an old door off of an RV. I literally cut it in half, reframed it in. Just an old RV door. Cut down. Frames cut down. The whole thing's wrapped in cedar. Cedar does really good. It's doesn't get too much moisture damage. The bugs don't like it. You know, this is just kind of a natural finish for it. It's looking a little rough because, like I said, this is a several-year-old project. Just got some little stabilizer jacks on it. I ended up putting on new tail lights, some red enamel on it. Gave it some pop for sure. Cut holes in the sides here. Those windows weren't here. These are reclaimed windows from an RV. Just recently, this year actually, I flipped the axles, giving it a 4-inch lift. So what we did is take the axle from on top of the leaf spring where it used to be, pulled it out, flipped it to the bottom side there. We beefed up the structural integrity of the frame and stuff when we did that too. Added some angle iron underneath, give it some more girth, because last year we did crack a weld coming back on these Jeep roads, this weld right here. So I repaired that, beefed it up on the bottom side, and it's actually done very well this year. So this is like our utility box up here. This actually has a 1200 watt power inverter, 2 deep cycle batteries inside of it, and the solar charge controller, plus an extension cord and some other stuff that we might use. It's all decked out. Got LED lights all over the outside, all over the inside. This is a 160 watt solar panel. It's got a 20 amp charge controller on that. Provides plenty of power for the 2 deep cycle batteries that are in there. Keeps those things topped off. The batteries are actually reclaimed as well. I pulled those out of an old camper that a customer wanted to put new ones in, even though they were still working. So the batteries weren't brand new, but they're still holding a pretty decent charge. This is a little cheap awning that I built for it. Just enough to get 2 chairs underneath, get you out of the sun when the sun's not, you know, setting like it is right now. No, this is all reclaimed too. This is an old awning we pulled off another old camper. So a lot of old RV parts are involved in this thing, but it's actually stronger and more insulated than any camper could be. You know, this is going to outlast teardrops and that sort of thing. So the roof is actually corrugated steel. It's galvanized and it sits on top of a rubberized roofing material. So that thing is super weatherproofed. It's all trimmed out. The sides and stuff, you know, it looks a little rough because it's a 40-year-old trailer, but you know, we sealed all this stuff up and then it's coated in that red enamel, and it really keeps the weather out, guys. This thing is stout. Like I said, we can pull this down these 2-track roads. You know, this is, some of that stuff was off-roading basically. You know, little cars can't make it up, but we've got a camper back here. You don't see people with campers back here. This is usually a tenting place. Plenty of storage on the inside, so we can drag all our stuff out. Got everything organized in our totes. Got our camp kitchen, camera gear. We've got, you know, our box of all our camping goodies here. You know, Axe's bug spray, that sort of thing. So I know you guys want to see the inside, so let's go take a look. So you come inside, there's about a 2-foot landing here at the end. This area here, usually just storage for your boots and stuff when you come in at night. Inside, it's all finished out. Some nice wainscot. Like I said, guys, I got most of this wood in this thing for free. This stuff is about the only thing I had to go pay for. This was discounted at Home Depot for 50% off for some reason, and it's lovely. I could paint this and do whatever, but I've left it rough. Well, it's smooth, but I've left it unfinished. It looks nice that way, I think. Gives you a very nice woodsy look. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on all the lights so you guys can see. But this fits just barely a queen bed wall to wall. So no storage there or there. I might raise it up, put storage underneath it, but I do have the storage loft up here. And we can get quite a bit of stuff up here. So I got a tray. It's got, you know, essentials in it. We got some hiking gear. We've got a spare tent for friends that want to join. There's some battery powered fans. There's, what else we got up there? Oh, that's the hammocks. So lots of stuff. It's nice and cool in here, guys, because like I said, it's well insulated, both in the summer and in the winter. It just kind of keeps temperature pretty well. 2 accordion windows, they fold up. You look outside, we got screens on everything. Look at this. This is a USB fan that goes over here to the USB charger I installed. Little USB charger, plus I've got a battery gauge here. 12.2 volts because we don't have any sun on the solar panel right now, so we're just drawing off battery. We have all the lights on. These lights are all reclaimed from a camper, and even the wiring for these lights, for the 12 volt system and the 110 volt system, all that stuff's reclaimed too, guys. I mean, if you guys can find an old camper, which people almost give away nowadays, especially ones that have roof rot and stuff, go get the parts out of it. Go reclaim it. There's a lot of good stuff in there, you know. Maybe not use any of the camper, the roof's rotten, but pull the wiring, pull the lights, pull the appliances, you know, whatever you want. Anyway, it's cozy in here. It's not super big, but it's a comfortable bed. It's plenty warm. And you know, we get a kick out of this thing. We've taken it all over the place. We've been down to the Grand Canyon and stuff with it. We set up the tent for the kids. Me and Kim stay in here, and you know, it's real pleasant. Like I said, we've got power. We got 110. We got 12 volt. We got our fans. We got our lights. We got exterior lights. You know, things really set up pretty well. But anyway, I babbled on long enough about that. But I know you guys have been asking questions about it, so thought I'd finally give you the tour. That is Bob, our micro camper, and we built this thing for less than $800 all in, including the trailer and the new tires. So I think we did pretty good on it. What do you think?
Yeah, like
we did pretty good.
Like Bob.
Yeah. You like
he
Bob?
Protects us from the bears out here.
Yeah, it is really secure. It locks up. It's got a deadbolt and everything on it, so we we hunker down in there when we're way out here in the boonies and nothing else around. I think we're gonna just grab a couple beers and hang out and see how the night goes.